Oh, doing a brief live this evening. Doing a brief live. As you come on in, you hit the share button. Thank you. It's just, oh, my mama. Welcome, mama. Mama in the house. Welcome, mama. It's unfortunate I will not see comments today. My mama in the house. Mama Joe. My foundation. The woman who holds me. My CIA. Mama Nicole. You see, I got the two of you. I got Joe and I got Nicole. I don't know how to thank the two of you for the wonderful things you do for me. I don't know. Only God will reward the two of you for the wonderful things you do. And for all my other mamas, for all my fans, for the people who help me, who give me the strength to move on. Thank you. I know there are names, people that I will not want to mention, but I want to thank them for the things they do. They use me to do. For the bags of rice received in Mbonge. Mama, you know yourself. Thank you. Thank Papa for me, for that gesture. We appreciate. And the biggest one in the house, Mama Joe. You're doing a tremendous work. Only God will reward you. Not me, not anybody but God. And my CIA, the person who makes me stable. When I'm dangling, she tells me, Paul, you have to go like this. Brother Paul, no, don't do that. Thank you. Thank you. I think I see Iceman, the backbone, the man who has sacrificed everything to see that our boys are happy. Iceman, I hold you in high esteem in this revolution for what we do behind, not for what we do in front, and for not what we talk in front. I hold you in high esteem. And for all those who give me the strength, for all those who support me, for all those who believe in me, I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you. Yeah, I'm Fide. I want to thank you. I thank you, Fidelis, for the wonderful work you do. You know, you don't come on social media, but what you do behind, people don't see, people don't know. That is what we go through. The most important aspect of this revolution is not social media. The most important aspect of this revolution is what you are doing on the ground. That is where you create impact. More impact is on the ground and not on social media. Somebody has made me to admire activism. Caroline Mala, the female general. Now, she has turned her real focus. She has made me to see, if you just watched her show, you see, she has taken a particular thing against La République, a propaganda from La République, and she debunks it in their own language. That is activism. That is what we are supposed to fight. We have a common enemy, which is La République. And we must fight La République. Everything that they have a lot that they come up with. They even use internal distractors to distract us. But our main focus should be La République. Should be what they come up with. Our main attention should go to La République and not to some irrelevant issues in the house that we want to make relevant. That is the whole point. Please, as you come on in, you hit the share button. I never inform anybody I will be coming. But you know, Tuesday is normally my day to talk. Yeah. That is activism. Carol has made, the female general is now doing what the general is supposed to be doing. And we need to encourage her in that particular line. In that particular line. I cannot speak French fluently and well, but she took something in that language, well articulated. He exposed, talking to the French people, because what they are using Steve Farr to do is to tell the Francophone people, is to tell La République citizen that all is well in Amazonia, that all is fine in Amazonia. And that is what they do on daily basis. Okay, for example, what this idiot, this Ngole, I called him, he has been upgraded and elevated scallywag. When you listen to this, when you listen to that historical dishonesty from a so-called prophet, he's not qualified to be a professor. He's not qualified just by lying, going on air to lie in that level and capacity. That is where we need to get up, and we need to debunk such utterances. Those are the things that kills this the revolution. At what level do I put it? At the intellectual level, at the stage, distorting facts, distorting reality. These are things that we as activists must come out and tell Ngole, you are just being dishonest, and you have been a dishonest man from the beginning of this revolution. You have been an honest slave. You have been an honest slave. These are the facts we must put clear to Mr. Ngole. I have scrapped the professor title. He does not deserve that professorship, and he will not deserve. He doesn't, and he will not. In the face of the Amazonian, he will never get that credibility again, one which he had never gotten. These are things we are supposed to. My female general, I appreciate your show this evening. That is the line of focus. Than spending 1 hour to talk about irrelevant people, than spending 1 hour to resurrect dead people, to make them relevant. Take 30 minutes and crush those idiots. Crush them in their, what you have come out with this evening, to tell them that what Steve Farr has done. And look, I am promising Mr. Steve that you will get it hot the next time. Look, this one is on Facebook and it's live. The way they are using you now to come right into Amazonia to deceive our people. Look, you will not get it easy each time we see you in Amazonia. I don't care the mechanism that we are going to use, but you will get it hot from our hands. Amazonia, we promise you the next time you will step your feet in Amazonia, we don't care what we will do, but we will make sure you feel the pain. Mr. Steve Farr, or they call you what? The propaganda that they have used, that you pass through Ngokutunja, you pass through Boyo, you pass through this, and you heard there was a small fire somewhere, and you came right into Nkambe or whatsoever. Why didn't you do that propaganda why didn't you do it in Ngokutunja? Is Ngokutunja not Amazonia? Why didn't you stop in Boyo and do that same thing? Is Boyo not in Amazonia? They took you now to Nkambe, where it's like a green zone. But let me tell you, people of Kambe, let me tell you, people of Kambe, we will broke you one day. Gerard Gala, your name is not relevant on my show, but I want to tell you that what you have planted in Kambe, we will uproot it. It's just a matter of time. We will uproot it, matter of time. That is all. So, Mr. Steve Farr, please, take this, cut this. That I am giving you a direct, how do I put it? a direct interdit. It is taken from me, ambassador of justice and war. I am warning you on my platform officially that the next time you will set your feet in Ambazonia, if you want to know that Ambazonia is not safe because of the encroachment of La Republique, of the army of your people in our land, just give us a notice that you are coming. Don't even tell us, just tell us that you'll be coming on this day. We don't want to know the transport, the source of transport, the means of transportation that you will use. Just inform us and you will get it hot. You will tell your audience, if at all you will still be alive to tell them. Because our people cannot be dying and you come into our land and you are joking. You come into our land and you are telling us that it is safe, it is free, and you are helping. Just like another one left America and was going to the B camp to train and to encourage them to come and kill the people of Ambazonia. Mr. Steve Farr, what you have done, you have hurt the Ambazonian people, and we will not take it lightly with you. Me personally, I will make your case a personal matter as an activist. I will make your case it has provoked me this evening that you come into Ambazonia, you know after they have killed 15,000 people and you say all is well. Mr. Steve Farr, do you have a conscience? Do you really have feelings? Or you are just there because you have been paid to propagate a false story? But I ask you this question: why didn't you stop in Ngokotunja? Why did you make that show and tell the world that it's all well with Ngokotunja? Why did you stop in Boyo? Look at what General Aruke was showing the other day in his video. He was taking the shell, the casing of the shell that was thrown, was fired into a resident, a civilian resident. And on they are going, they wanted to burn the proofs. They wanted to destroy, but fortunately rain fell and he could get the particles of this shell. Why didn't you stop in Boyo and show the world what La Republique did in Boyo that this just this few days? Why didn't you stop and tell them that? Let them look at these things. They carried you right to Nkambe. They carried you right to Nkambe to show the world. But I am making your case now personal. Because since you care much about Nkambe, and Nkambe to you is the whole of Ambazonia, since you think you can use your platform to deceive the world, to deceive Ambazonians, to deceive La Republique citizens, that all is well. Because you have a platform that is viewed by so many, and you think they can use you to sell back to school, it's a shame. It's a shame. But Mr. Farr, Steve, get it from me that I will be making your case a personal one on this platform. I will be making your case a personal one. So if you are coming to Ambazonia and you think you are man enough to come and tell the world that all is well, please just inform us that you are coming. Just inform that you will be coming on this day. You will be coming. That you'll be stepping. Don't just make it and after doing the video, you are back in your safe zone. Then you show they broadcast the video that you are alive and that you are whatsoever. Because you have bees, more than 2,000 surrounding you, protecting you. Your next move, I promise you, I will give you something good. Take this from me. Because the provocation is too much. It shows that really you, Mr. Steve, you don't care about the lives of Ambazonians. Our lives don't matter. What matters is your propaganda. You have never talked against the killing of our people. When 13 children were born alive in Kabul, you did not make a show of it. You never. When Kwakwa village was born, you did not make any video. When Bali village was born, you did not make any video. When 11 young men were shot in cold blood in Pondo Balum, you did not make any video. It is now school resumption that you come into our territory to tell the world that all is well. Mr. Steve Farr, I am promising you as an activist that I will take your case in Ambazonia, a personal one. A personal one. I will get it. And to these dishonest professors, I want to tell you one thing, Ambazonians. Please hit the share button. Hit in your WhatsApp forums, please. You hit the share button. I know it's a surprise show. Hit the share button. Hit the share button. Now, I want to. There is one thing: slave mentality and facts. Mentality can never change facts. Mentality. Let me tell you people something. Mentality can never change a fact. It is factual. It remains a fact that it remains. Now, sorry. Let me just respond to Micheline. It's a promise that I'm giving him. I'm not advertising him. I'm telling him on my platform that let him, if he is man enough, if he wants to come to Ambazonia, let him just tell me that I will be in Ambazonia that day. And then he will know that there are some people who are walking underground. And I will make sure that from his body, the world will see that there is war and genocide going on in Ambazonia. So whoever is sponsoring him, be it Ngala Gerard, be it Antanganji, be it the presidency of La Republique, and you come and you insult the people of Ambazonia in that manner because you want to please your masters, you will get it hot. So for those, I will make sure I do that. For those who think they can change intellect, mentality can change facts. I want to tell you, Mr. Ngo and Mr. Ngole, what's that his name again? Ngole. I want to tell you two people that La République got her independence on the 1st of January 1960 without Southern Cameroons. Without Southern Cameroon. So if you like, you change whatever you want to change. It will not change. The United Nations chapter 1608 of 21st of April 1961. It will that what happened on that day in the UN General Assembly, whereby 64 countries voted in favor of our independence. Let me tell you, it will not change. It's a fact that will never change. So, Mr. Ngole, Mr. Ngo of University of Boya, I want to tell you people that that fact will never change. It is lying, it is written. Our independence was voted on that day, not the reunification or whatsoever. It was not unification that was voted on that 21st of April. It was not unification. It was the independence of the former trust territory of the British Southern Cameroons that was voted on that day. We got 64 nations. And the funny thing about it is that, let me tell you people something. I was looking at that list of 23. All the French colonies, from all the French colonies, yes, because they are still French colonies up to today. All the French colonies voted against our independence. Go to that list. Gabon voted against. Central Africa voted against. Congo Brazzaville voted against. Congo, the other Congo voted against. I looked around. I said, all French, Niger, Niger and Niger, all the French colonies voted against our independence. That is what we must understand. It is something that will. If somebody tells you that Cameroon they have just tell them one thing, that on the 21st of April 1961, it was not reunification that was voted in the UN General Assembly. It was our independence. And now this independence was voted, but when it left the United Nations, it was the French who carried the packet. And when it came on the ground, it changed. The story changed. Now, you will get independence. We put a full stop there. You will get independence. One. So it means we have independence. First, the first thing that brought us with La Republique was, you will get independence. We stop there. So we already have independence. It's something that was by joining Nigeria or La Republique. So we stop there. We will get independence. We have that independence. We have that independence. And we are going to enjoy, like any other country, what was voted and rightfully given to us. It was not even rightful, wrongfully given to us. What was rightfully voted and wrongfully given to us, we will rightfully enjoy it. Fellow Ambazonians, let me tell you, so many people, I have so many, I'm in so many WhatsApp forums, and when I see the way some of our own brothers are writing, I am ashamed because of what? The slave mentality. The slave mentality. Let me tell you, Flavor, the Nigerian musician say, better pot soup na money. For us to enjoy this independence, we must sacrifice. We must sacrifice. You must talk to somebody. I have told you, as an activist, I tried to study. I tried to go and read about the independent struggle of other, like Eritrea. I copy from them. What is the role of an activist? The role of an activist is to motivate you, is to provoke you, is to tell you that something has been taken away from you, which you deserve it. And you must react. You must be provoked. You must be motivated to do what? Every day, to see that, to imagine that tomorrow we will reach Boya. Fight as if today is the last day of the struggle. Fight every day as if it's the last day of the struggle. That is what is expected of us as Ambazonians. That is what Ground Zero wants from us as Ambazonians. As people who are determined, as the never again generation. Fellow Ambazonians, look, it is not a joke. It is not a joke. This struggle is not a fun, it's not a show business. Some have taken it to be show business. I have never taken this struggle as an activist as a show business. I have never taken this struggle to fight for popularity. No, but it's to tell you that we are fighting for justice. That is why you will see me on Twitter. I advise every activist, go to their Twitter. Carry your Twitter handler seriously. Talk to politicians. Talk to the international community. Do that. Now, you as an activist in the diaspora, visit, inform your local community, your parliamentarians, your congressmen, your senators. Inform them, worry them, talk to them every day, update them on everything that is happening. And back on Ground Zero, please. Motivate Ground Zero. Talk to Ground Zero because they look up to us. Because they look up to us. Please, let me tell you, we are going to see it. We are going to enjoy this independence. It took Eritreans 30 years. Let me tell you, we are not going to fight for up to 5 years. We are not going to fight that long. After the celebration of 1st October, which I'm going to come to that point, you will know that, look, we have just a little time. We have a little time left for me and you to put all our energy on board. For me and you to re-energize and to re-strategize for the way forward. Fellow Ambazonians, if you are not provoked by the happenings of things going on the ground, please, then you are not part of this revolution. See, I sit and I weep. I cry every day because I want to go back home. I want to go back home. Don't you want to go back home? Don't you want to enjoy freedom in your own country? Where you will not be looked upon as a man of another color? Huh? Don't you want to go back home and enjoy? Because back home, let me tell you, our police, when we used to be with La Republique, they are all French people. You enter all the major offices, only French people. I cannot imagine that the director when the hospital, before the hospital, the Kumbamen General Hospital was born by the La Republique military, the director of that hospital was, I don't know if she is still there, was a French woman, the wife of whether a director or whatsoever, a French woman. In our own land, we cannot even speak freely our own language. We cannot be, you go to the court, you are judged in French. Please, we need to fight. We need to fight. We need to fight. We need to keep up the steam. We don't need distraction. We need focus, which I am going to come to that. And I want to begin with non-school reopening. I want to ask those who are advocating for school to reopen. I want to ask you. We have our boys who are prepared, who are defending motherland. They have their families, and their families have become target to La Republique. Their wives and their children, their brothers and their sisters have become target to La Republique. Now you that you are in town, you are feeling free. And you want to go to school. When you are going to school, do you think about those who are still in the forest? Those who have been living in the forest of Kwakwa for 4 years now? Those who have been living in the forests of Ngokutunja, in Boyo? Those who have been living in the forests of Fontaine for 4 years now? Do you think about them? When you open your mouth and you say, I want to exercise our civil duty to encourage school to go back, school is not a strategy. Are you the one who stopped school? Are you the one who said school should not go on? Let me tell you, one of the strategy after the failed national dialogue, after they fail, now they want to use school resumption to sell a business to the international community that all is well now. Life is normal. The children are going to school. Let me tell you, the biggest, when secretaries usually say, we don't hold them for canas. The biggest blow that we have grabbed them in their balls is school reopening. But you that you sit and say, let school reopen, I want to ask you. It means you are accepting that reconstruction should start in Kwakwa. You are accepting that reconstruction to start in Lebialem. You are accepting that reconstruction because if they have to go start school, it means reconstruction. The commission of Paul Tasson should just take over and start reconstruction. Because there cannot be war, there cannot be school without classes. You must be classes. You must be classes. You must be roads. How do you expect children to go to school? Like, school is not a strategy, yes. School is not a strategy for the revolution. Okay, now, the school in Kwakwa was born. The school in Lebialem was destroyed. So how do you want to go and sit in the open air to attend classes? No. It means you are merely telling Mr. Paul Tasson and Ngong Donatus that they should come and start reconstruction and then tell the international community that all is well. So you open your mouth and say, yes, let school be with our civic, let's school. Do you know the implication? Do you know the implication? Because if there is school, there is certainly supposed to be reconstruction. So it means you are not only accepting schools reopening, you are also accepting reconstruction. You are also telling Mr. Paul Tasson and the senior slave, how do they call this one prime minister, Dionne, that send in your boys, let them come and reconstruct. Because if you are saying, you sit and say school should reopen because this and that, it's terrible that at this stage, I hear some people, they are killing our children every day indiscriminately. And you say, let school open? This is unimaginable. Now, I hear some other people say, let your children to stop school. Let those who are in the diaspora, let all of them come back to home and let us fight the fight at home. There's an audio. Somebody sent me an audio today and I told him, I said, when life was normal and okay, people were still in the diaspora. All was not well. Do you know the amount that people in the diaspora send back home to finance, for education, for health, and for whatsoever reason? If everybody leaves the diaspora and go back to ground zero, who now assists who? Do you know how much the diaspora pumped on the ground to sustain the revolution? So, and you were saying that stop your children from going. I want to ask you, go and look at all the appointed mayors. Go and look at all the appointed DOs. Go and look at all the appointed, the government, the La Republique, colonial officials who are in our land. Let me tell you, none of their children go to school in Amazonia. Most of their children have crossed over. Most of their children are in La Republique. So you were saying, let those in the diaspora send their children back home. Tell Atanganji to come and settle with his family back. Let Atanganji come back with his family and settle. Let the prime minister go back to his own village before you tell the diaspora people to come and fight. It's a pity. That is the level of brainwash that they have given us. That is the level of what? Brainwash that we Amazonians are undergoing at this moment. Please. How far are you sure that they will not come to school and point a young man that you used to be a restoration fighter, come out and then they carry you for summary execution? Do we have conscience when we say school should start? It means you are telling our boys to drop their weapon and go back to school. Has the curriculum changed? Wickedness in high places. Wickedness in high places. You are merely telling our boys that drop your weapons, don't continue to fight, go back to school, continue in that slavery curriculum where they will tell you to draw grasshopper. Up to today, I have not known what the use of grasshopper that I drew in my biology. Up to today, I don't know the use of it. Or they will tell you, come out to studies mining in Finland. What has mining in Finland got to do with Nillong in Amazonia? What? They tell you still work in Germany. How relevant is it for somebody studying in Amazonia to learn about this? How does it help? Just because they want to brainwash. They have never taught us the full meaning of our Southern Cameroon's history. It was never taught. The depth of it, it is only when this revolution started that I knew. I really followed the trace of our history. And today I am proud to say I know even 40% of that history. Those parents who are in prison, you are telling us that those teachers who are in prison, you are telling us that schools should reopen. We don't get conscience. Ambazonians, we don't have conscience. Some of us have destroyed our conscience. When I hear people open their mouth and say, let school resume, and I ask you, the 2,000 Amazonians or 5,000 Amazonians who are scattered in prison all over in La Republique and even in our land, who will send their own children to school? Who? As greedy as you are to open your mouth and say, because you want relevance, you say, let school begin. Which school? Is Patasa not a teacher? Patasa, is he going to teach in prison? Wickedness. And you are proud to hit your chest and say, let school reopen? Because when school reopen, you will tell our boys that drop your weapon and go to school. So that tomorrow you say the war is over. Our boys are now in school, they are learning. And tell me, if tomorrow they will not come into the classes and sort them out and put them for summary execution. Please, let me tell you, schools are one of the most dangerous places. Schools, it will be dangerous to go to school because what is there like what we got the other day? In every school, we have at least 2 or 3 of them in civilian wear, like uniform, with their weapons. You know, they are recruiting now baby soldiers. Baby soldiers. They will put their weapons in their bags. It means even in schools there will be what? There will be summary execution. It means if you come there, they suspect you that you are a restoration force, they will shoot you. And even if you are not a restoration force, they can still shoot you like they are shooting us every day. Why are we so wicked? Why? Why? They have distorted history. And they keep us deceiving us every day. And you come and you say school should reopen? It's a shame. That we have come to this level where we say school boycott is no longer a strategy. Self-defense is no longer a strategy too. One day you tell us that self-defense is no longer a strategy. Let us let all the self. We have been fighting for 3 years now. What has changed? Nothing has changed. So let us try diplomacy. That is, quote me today. Let me tell you people something. Quote me today. These people who are telling you that school is not a strategy. Tomorrow they will come and they will tell you that self-defense is no longer a strategy. That is not working. That we have been fighting for 3 years. We have been fighting for 4 years now. Has anything changed? Let them drop their weapon and let us come to the diplomatic front. That is what they will tell you one day. Quote me. This is Nillong talking. Quote me. These same people who are telling you that school is not a strategy, they will tell you tomorrow that self-defense is not a strategy. Let us change. But let me tell you, Ambazonians, we are wise. Ambazonians, we are wise. If you want to send your child to school, think of the complications. Because you don't know what will happen in that school. There could be an outright confrontation between the military and our restoration forces. And you don't know who will fall. Any school that harbors military becomes a potential fighting zone. Because the military is not there to protect you. The military is there for her interest. To kill. So our restoration forces will be taking down any military that is seen is in any institution. And in the course of it, you know, crossfire, anything can happen. So child, you who are bound to go to school, how many of them were killed in Bambili? We have heard so many in crossfire. So many students died last year, last academic year. So please, I repeat, categorically clear that there is no school reopening. I stand by that. If schools have to reopen, then La Republique have to declare ceasefire and withdraw all her troops from Ambazonia. We have small community schools that have been operated, like the one I see General Arke operating somewhere, somehow. Those are community schools that the community manage and they give them their own curriculum, not the La Republique influence curriculum. They never told us the true value of 20th May. They never taught us that 1st October, the true value of it. They made our parents to be like what? How can I call them? Like outcasts. Each time they celebrated 1st October, we were laughing at them. We thought they were even mad. That was the impression. Fellow Ambazonians, we have passed that stage. Tell all those who are advocating for school that strategy has failed. Tell them that they will tell us tomorrow that self-defense have failed. And let us re-strategize. Let them drop weapon and let them come to another. Let us change face. But let me tell you people something. We are going to continue with what Patasan and the others started until they are released and given unconditional freedom for them to celebrate in Boya. We are going to fight till the last man standing. We are going to fight. Listen to me. We are going to fight till the last man standing. I repeat, from this my platform, no school resumption. No school resumption. No school resumption. 1st October. 1st October has taught us a lot. We have seen how communities are organized. And yes, some people, when soldiers were in their uniforms, some say, hey, when I don't take money for draft buying a uniform. People will always say negative things because it does not favor them, because it does not suit them. Let them continue to say it. But the presentation, the international community has understood that we are well organized. that we have a defense force, a valid defense force in their uniform, not in the colors of La République, but in a distinct color, that each county, each LGA has a defense unit fighting. The message has been passed that all the 61 LGAs and the 13 counties are well organized, ready to pursue, ready to carry this revolution right till the end. It's to tell you, it's to tell the international community that we are ready, that we are prepared, and that we are going to fight. The charade that La République is making, dramatizing this up and down, they are wasting their time. Fellow Ambazonians, if you have not draft, please, yes, let me, it seems as if when I'm talking, some of you are not, you don't understand. This Ma AM, you have been talking something stupid. Sorry, I have to tell you that it's been a little bit stupid. I've asked you, if schools reopen, it has nothing to do, yes? When you advocate for schools to reopen, will they not construct schools? Will schools not be constructed? They are not going to sit in empty, all the schools that have been burned, will they not be constructed? They will be constructed. So it means automatically, we are telling the Reconstruction Commission or whatsoever from La République that they should come over and continue their reconstruction. So what do you mean by if schools will not, if schools reopen, schools, how does it affect? It affects the struggle greatly. If schools reopen, if anybody is advocating for schools to reopen, you are advocating for what? For what commission? The Reconstruction Commission to come in. And one day you will tell us that since school was not a strategy, we have been fighting, nothing has happened. Self-defense too is not a strategy. I want to tell you that. I'll not block him. Let him listen to this message and take it to their platform. Go to my county if you want to know how much I draft. Go to draft is not, they don't put draft on social media. You draft in your county. You draft in your county. You draft in your LGA. So, fellow Ambazonians, we keep up. So the message has been passed. The message has been forwarded after the 1st October celebration all over Ambazonia. I am proud of my boys. I am proud of our restoration forces. Now, some people are talking about, you put images of restoration forces. Don't you think they have to live normal? Let me tell you, the moment you accept this struggle, you don't live a normal life. You don't live a normal life. Let me tell you. Those who are not even restoration forces, they kill them. Those who are not even restoration, I can bet you that 60% of those who have been killed were not restoration forces. They were innocent civilians. If we don't put the faces and the organized structures of our restoration forces outside, how does the international community recognizes that we have something like that? So sometimes we must put their faces, we must put their videos as they celebrate what they are, who they represent. So it's not every video that you see, you come and say, why are we still exposing their faces? They are not ghosts. They have chosen to stand, to defend motherland, just like me, an activist who have put my face and everything on the line, just like any other activist. We are just like soldiers. We have two categories of soldiers. We have two categories of activists. There are activists that you don't see their face, and there are activists that you see their faces. So that is how they are. So we have to put when they come out, so okay, they will snap, they will be in their uniforms. They have their sticks on, the big good sticks in their hands, and then you say we should not show their faces. They have accepted that we should put them out because they are ready and they are prepared for this mission. They are ready and prepared for this mission. So they are our pride. We stand with them. They are prepared to die. That is why I'm asking you that those who are put, they have people. So you are telling me that they should send their own children now to your schools for you to kill them. Fellow Ambazonians, let me tell you, I know one of the things we don't like in this revolution is education. We don't like Ambazonians. If there is one thing they don't like, is education. Don't educate them, but start to gossip. When you start gossiping, you are the best. But when it comes to education, no, we don't want education. We don't want. So please, those who are coming under my post and say, Paul, you don't do this. No. I'm sorry about that. There is no advantage in your decision. There are decisions that destroys. There are decisions that destroys. You can imagine the moment some of them said let's go is not a strategy. Who buys it? The enemy buys it. Anything that the enemy buys it from you, he uses it against you. It is for his favor. And if it is for his favor, do you think it is for the revolution? It's no longer for the revolution. It's against the revolution. Anything that the oppressor takes from you and propagates it works against you. It works against you. It works against you. So I want to thank our restoration forces for their valiant performance, for their magnificent performance on the 1st of October. From Lebialem to Furawa, from Furawa to Nkambe, from Nkambe to Lebialem, from Lebialem to Ngokutunja. I mean, from Fako to Meme, everywhere was gallant. That is the pride of the Ambazonian people. That is the pride that we have as Ambazonian. Our restoration forces defending motherland. 1st October is our Independence Day. It was voted in the United Nations General Assembly of 21st of April 1961. They can never change that. And we are going to defend that particular fact. There are so many in the diaspora who have lost everything. Let me tell you, there are people in the diaspora who have abandoned investment in Ambazonia because of this struggle, because they put their faces outside, because they have put their voice to fight for justice. Let me tell you, justice is more important than your well-being, because if you don't get justice, your well-being is not guaranteed. Look in America today, there is no justice. The way they kill black people shows there is no justice. So even if you're America, your well-being is not guaranteed. Your well-being is not guaranteed. That is the same thing that we are fighting for in Ambazonia, for our well-being to be guaranteed. And for our well-being to be guaranteed, we need justice to prevail. Let the international community serve us the justice that they rightfully gave us on that day. We are going to defend it. We are going to defend it. Nothing will take it away from us. You are not provoked enough. You are not angry enough. The things that are happening on the ground does not affect you. Does not make you feel that this oppression is real. Some of us still live with our slave mentality. Some of us still think, let me tell you, it's better to fight for 30 years and die than to live as a slave for 30 years. It's better to fight. You die a fulfilled man. That is why the Eritreans, for 30 years, they kept fighting. They were seeing the freedom every day. They saw freedom every day. They saw freedom every day. Every blessed day when they slept and they woke up, they saw freedom. And they fought for it. Ambazonians, we must fight. Each morning as you get up from sleep, know that we are going to Boya tomorrow. Each morning as you wake up from sleep, know that believe in yourself that we are going to Boya. Do not be distracted by any other thing that comes along the road. Do not be distracted. Just be focused. Let your attention be Boya. Let not your attention be noise on social media. Let your attention be Boya. Let your focus be Boya. Let your mindset be Boya. That is our target. That is our promised land. When Moses left the desert and came to face Egypt, Pharaoh in the palace of Egypt, let me tell you, he only saw one thing. He only saw the promised land. I don't know how long the 10 plagues took. Let me tell you, When we read the Exodus, we just think the 10 plagues just happened the 10 plague happened in 3 days or in 10 days. No. Maybe one plague took 1 year. Maybe one plague took 1 year. Each year, God gave one plague. Each year, 10 years. Maybe after every 2 years, God gave one plague. Maybe 20 years for the 10 plagues to happen. Maybe. So don't think Moses too, he was in pain, because even those slaves in the Israelite slaves who were the senior slaves who were serving, picking the crumbs from Pharaoh's table, were not happy to leave. Just like we have the Ataganjis and the Jonengote, they are not happy because they see that what they have, the crumbs they pick on the ground will no longer be theirs again. So they are fighting to remain slaves. That is how we are. That is how some of us are in La Republique. So we don't care how long it will take, but how determined are we to keep on fighting? How determined are we to continue fighting, to continue hitting, to continue in the trail that we have started? When you sleep and you want to give up, think of Baltasar languishing in jail, forcefully accused of what is rightfully his. Just think of him alone. Think of what he rejected from La Republique when he was still negotiating with them as a consortium, one of the leaders of the consortium. Think of the amount of money he rejected. He says, I'm not collecting it. The life of my people, the justice we are fighting for is more important than this money. Please, if you want to give up, think about him. Think about him languishing in jail unjustly because of you. If you want to open your mouth and talk about school resumption, think about Baltasar and ask yourself, why is he in that jail serving a life sentence that does not belong to him? Please, let me tell you people something. We are going to fight. No matter how long it takes us. We believe that we are fighting for justice. We are fighting for what rightfully belongs to us. It ends there. Now I want to talk the situation. There's a small, we have the Meme County issue, which I don't really want to go much into it. But I want to tell you people something. Meme County as a whole has an internal crisis. Last time we saw one of our generals, Mombasa, he was arrested by his own, and he's under detention, which we are still asking and calling for his immediate release. If you know, on social media, you hear another general making another audio shouting, talking against Paul position. What I am not interested in position. I did not come into this revolution for position. I did not, and I do what I am doing with or without position. I still remain who I am, doing what I am. So we just indulge the interim government to respect the voice of the Meme County. We have the new chairman of Kumba, Mr. Frix Mesodi, who was elected last week Sunday. I think last week Saturday, Saturday, he was elected and endorsed by the chairman of Mbonge and the chairman of Konya, who doubles as the Meme County chair. So I think a new ESCO has been set, and in the days ahead, we will see what they have to offer to us. So we have to just support them. We have to support and to encourage Mr. Frix to ride on. And in the days ahead, the interim government will know that the voice of the people is more important than the voice of a man. It is not the man that matters, it is the people that matters. A man can walk alone 100 kilometers, but the people can walk 1 million kilometers. So please, we hope that the interim government intervenes for the release of Mombasa, who has been doing a tremendous job in Kumba as a fighter with some negative I don't know as I can put it, but please, we just pray that the interim government intervene in that issue and let him be released so that he continues his fight. Now, I want to talk the last point. Today, I'm not going to talk much. The last point is focus and action. Now, we have lost focus in this revolution. A lot. Because I see people coming up with small distraction and we fall in there easily. I see a lot. You can just imagine, you see one person like who? You see one person like Christmas Ebini. I see for the past week, his name has been making rounds on social media. Why? Because we want to give him attention over a fake story. Yeah, he went and did something. He is the one again who went and called the radio to explain to them. No, if you do something that is important, the radio will contact you. It is not you that will contact the radio. Let me tell you people, information, when something important happens, the press follows important trend. The press does not go for irrelevant things. It is only people with irrelevant issue that comes to the press that talk about me. Let me tell you people something. And the next day, what happens? The hope, just leave that, is it who I am, just let him, I will have to lecture. When I'm lecturing, I'm motivating. He will take something and he will sleep with it tonight. So it's good for I am to be here. Now, when you give irrelevant people a place, it's like you are resurrecting Lazarus. Go to my war. I am so focused on this revolution that I don't want to accept any distraction again. There is nobody that is capable of distracting me. And what I have noticed in this revolution is that we love gossiping. Gossip has overtaken the right place of activism, which is motivating, giving out information on facts. Not talking about personal lives of people, talking about people A, B, C, and D. No. It's about talking the strategies of the enemy. Diaspora has lost focus, because if you go into our WhatsApp forums, only querying from morning till night, query, ABC. This man has done this, this man has not done this. You come in a forum, a WhatsApp forum, where you say these are IG members of the interim government. This one is accusing A is accusing B is accusing C. We have lost focus. We must refocus. We must make a U-turn to give our attention where it is necessary. You cannot be hiding behind and you are calling others enablers. This one enabler, because that person does not see, does not tie, his view does not tie with your view. You automatically brand that person enabler. It means we have lost focus completely. We have lost focus. On ground zero, they are very much focused. If you go to the wall of Akoson, let me call this name because somebody tagged me on a Akoson's video. You cannot imagine that the video of Mbonge LGA, up till today, I have not sent that video out. That video is still uploading. It's 20 minutes video. Celebration, 1st October celebration organized by the Mbonge LGA. If you see, I just put some 2 or 3 pictures on my post. Can you imagine that the people, the ADF people, they took a part of it? I don't know who gave them that video. They just took a part of it and was telling the world that this is ADF control zone. Monkey the walk, baboon the chop. Not be witchcraft this. The amount of money that the Mbonge LGA has pumped on the ground. It's rather unfortunate that our uniforms are still somewhere, stuck somewhere. That is why our boys up till now, they have not received their uniforms. You would have seen them too in their gallant wear like any other LGA, but our uniforms are still stuck somewhere, which we are struggling that they get it, or when they get it, then we'll see them again. ADF has taken that part, a small portion of that video, and put it out there that it is an ADF control zone with our generals. We see all our three generals on the ground in the video. ADF are saying that they are the ones controlling. Not be witchcraft this. Not be witchcraft. And when I even went there and I wrote and I told them, which type of lies is this? And I had to even post one of the pictures of our. Fortunately, one of the posters which I posted, it carries I think the special snipers of Mbonge LGA led by General Deko. I posted it on that under that video. I said, look at this. This is I mean. What impression? When others are suffering, you take only their video. While others are spending money, you are embezzling their money. While others are spending, you just carry their video and you turn it around. See, let me tell you, the Mbonge LGA has no ADF cam. Have no ADF cam. The only camp that exists around that site is that of Ekeku, who has been terrorizing the people of Mbonge, and which we don't consider him as part of this struggle again. Because the havoc that Ekeku and his boys are committing along that Lobot stretch, you guys, you know what is happening. So it is terrible. Fellow Amazonians, please, we must focus. Activists, leaders, we all must be focused. We have turned to such a way that this revolution, it pains me because it has turned into a gossip revolution. It has turned into a gossiping revolution. A revolution where we talk more against ourselves than against the enemy. A revolution where we talk more against our lives than the enemy. Okay, look at what this Tifa just did. He has gone into... You hear how many activists will talk about it? How many people, those audio activists that they make audio from January to December, you will hear whether any of them will make any audio to condemn that act. You will not hear them. You will not hear. But when Paul writes a post about something, they will automatically make audio and tell you that Paul is an enabler, Paul is this, Paul is that, Paul is this, Paul is that. That is the revolution. But let me tell you people something. I am so focused to a point that live show, I just come out because I owe the duty to motivate people. To tell people that we need to be more angry than what we are. You that you are listening to me, you are not angry. Action is not taking place in your locality. That is why you are not angry. That is why you are not angry. The most important thing is ground zero, which we must carry the attention of everybody. It's ground zero. It's not diaspora. It's not, whether you accept it or not. It's not diaspora. The attention is ground zero. Our main focus now is action on ground zero. We have seen those boys with their beautiful pieces, with what they carry on their hands. All the factories that are going on, all the things that are going on the ground. Go to your LGA. Ask them why action is not happening. Why things are not happening. We need action. Because let me tell you, if action starts, no child will not even need to bother ourselves and no school. No. When action, remember the last, that I think 3 weeks ago, when I called for action, Monday, something happened in Tico. Then Tuesday we had that shootout in Bamenda. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there was automatic lockdown. Automatic lockdown. That is what we are supposed to be doing. When we call for action, if action starts and you are telling that child to go to school, and along the road, that child is caught in a crossfire, and that child goes down, who will be blamed? So we need to intensify. We need to intensify our action on the ground. Go to your LGA. Go to your LGA. Intensify action on the ground. when action is going on the ground, let me tell you, nothing works. Nothing moves. Nothing moves. So rather than us spending time talking about things that are not worth talking of, rather than us spending our time to remove, to resurrect Lazarus, please, let us concentrate. Let us concentrate to do what? Action on the ground. Prison awaits you here later. If I have to go to prison because of this cause, I will go to prison happily. Mr. Angry what Takioka. If I have to go to prison because I'm fighting for justice, I'm not the first, I'm not the second, and I'll not be the last. I'll be very proud to go to that prison. Let me tell you, we have given up everything. We have sacrificed everything. We have. It's a cause. It's not your opinion. It's a cause. It's not your opinion. This struggle is a cause. It's not your opinion. So fellow Amazonians, I want to thank you. It was a surprise show and you still had the time to be with me. So please, let us continue to be focused. Let us continue to advocate for action on ground zero. We need action more than ever before. Share this message. Let somebody be motivated. And then our road to Boya will be shorter than we expected. And for all those enablers who were here, please, this message will not give you sleep. This message will give you sleepless night until you come to the reality of what we are fighting. God bless you, fellow Southern Cameroonians. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for keeping this 30 minutes with me. Maybe next week, Tuesday, we will talk again. Thank you, and God bless you.